Okay, you can hear me? I do sound muffled? Yeah, that's because this is not my normal setup at all. Anyway, yeah, if you're catching this, consider yourself lucky. I'm not broadcasting this at all. I mean, I'm broadcasting, but I'm not spreading it around. Oh, thank you, Kendall. Yeah, what I wanted to do here is just make sure that some people are saying they can hear me loud and clear, others are saying they can't hear me at all. It might be if you're listening to speakers or your volume settings, or if you're not using headphones. I know that was something that was made clear last time. Headphones make this a lot easier. But if my voice does sound a little bit low, I'll go ahead and see what I can do to boost it. Hold on. Yeah, there's really not much I can do for this. I might have to actually mess around with the microphone itself. But for those of you who really can't hear, just try and adjust your volume settings. Anyhow, yes, if you're in here right now, consider yourself lucky. You just caught me doing a hardware test. I'm here, I'm in Texas, I made good on my word. Which means, as you can probably tell, I did get a lead. And I just wanted to make sure, before going forward with any of what I'm going to get, or this entire endeavor, that what I'm going to be working with here is going to be just fine for live streaming. So, just to make sure that everything's running fine, I have... Hi Mom, I'm on Night Mind, somebody said. How cute. Look at the mic configuration, said Kuma. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and check that later. But just to make sure everything's going right with this live stream, I've got a special treat for you guys, because I'm going to need to be showing off my findings in video form while we do the live stream stuff. So, what I've got here are two previously completely unlisted videos. Only patron supporters could have seen these beforehand. So, it's nothing crazy. Just some cute stuff. But, oh, somebody, Marco said, "This is a good luck, my man. Thank you. I trust that when you come back, you'll take me as future crazy Noah." Love you, Daddy. Oh, thank you, Marco. Okay, so, yeah. This first video was back during October, and you'll recognize probably the jack-o'-lantern that I used in a good amount of the videos. You know all those cute pictures of black cats inside of pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns? Well, I decided to try that myself. The idea here was, I made the eyes so big, and Binks had already managed to make it into such small, cramped spaces around my place that I thought, for sure, he'll be able to pop out through one of the eyes. Let's see if he can do it. This was back when he was tiny. He was a tiny, tiny thing, just a few months old. Then I lifted the lid off because I thought for sure that he couldn't make it through one of the eyes. But he kept trying anyway, even though I took the lid off. Then finally he realizes the lid's off, so he can make it out. And off he went. Oh. Yeah, I gotta explain this one too. Okay, so this other video, this is, oh wow. Galvin said, "Which channel are you using on the Patreon Discord, Daddy?" Which channel am I using on the Patreon Discord? Oh, no, it's the same channel. These are just unlisted videos. So anytime I have some sort of silly extra thing, I put it on the regular channel, I make it unlisted, and I pass the link over to Patreon. That's all. A Butthole Surfers quote from Pivot Boy. Very nice. So this other video was taken to celebrate the finish of the shoot for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. The entire scene looked like just a whole wreck. And during the filming, the voice actor and puppeteer for Mikey the Microphone, he completely surprised me by just singing this song one day, and I look at him, I'm like, what the hell was that? Was that just off the top of your head? He goes, no, that's an actual song. And I said, can we record that? Just as a test? And so he's like, sure. And then he went ahead and made music to it, because he made the music for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared too, for my video for that. So this is just a very fun little ditty. But Game Mover says, Night Might, I want you to know that you're my favorite channel, and when you laughed at my previous comment, I turned into a fangirl. Hope this helps. Thank you. It does help. It helps a lot, because this trip was very impromptu, and anybody who knows, if you have to take an impromptu trip involving a plane, boy do plane lines like to take advantage of you in that situation. Always get your plane as well in advance as you can, otherwise they're gonna take you for what you've got. But this is a fun piece. I'm glad I can share this with you guys here.
Never laugh as a hearse goes by, or you might be the next to die. They wrap you in a bloody sheet and throw you down about 50 feet. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, in your stomach and out your mouth. Your eyes fall out, your teeth decay, and that's the end of your wonderful day. You're dead.
Oh, it was too fun doing that. Dupe Top said, respond to this if you want 999 bucks. Who are you secretly, Mr. Beast? And the Claude said, figured I'd toss you a few dollars from my ominous cash pile. Good luck, my man. Thank you. Oh, and some of you do know. Yeah, the Her song. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, the Her song. My favorite part of that is as soon as Mikey disappears, you hear the whole piano key crash noise. Yeah, that song's from like the 1800s. Is my boyfriend okay with my Easter egg hunt? Yeah, actually, he is. The weird thing is that I asked him, as this entire thing was going on, he sees everything that goes on with Nightmind, obviously. From Twitter, Tumblr, all of it. So, I ended up asking him, like the morning of getting the plane ride, you know, you haven't said anything at all about this being weird. Like, nobody's asked as much questions as everybody else. You haven't asked me a thing. Are you just so used to me by now that you don't even think anything's weird about this? He's like, yeah, no, this is classic you. So, yeah, he's more than okay with it. Oh, and I just got from Remy Moore, my goodwill for your hunting. Thank you, Remy. So, as I said earlier, I'll be able to go over this video quick after this and make sure that everything turned out alright when it comes to, you know, the frames per second, all of the audio, etc. But, like I said, I am down here, I'm in Texas, because I did get a lead. I wouldn't be down here unless I didn't have a lead. The game is on. I'm not going to reveal everything that I've got right now. It's going to be for later. I had to do this hardware test first. So, tonight around, let's say, 9 p.m., possibly 10 p.m., Texas time. That would be 9, 10, 11 p.m. Eastern time, where I usually am. Then I'm going to have the stream with what I've got. So, all of you, tune in for that if you can, because that's when we really kick this stuff off. In the meantime, there is something I want to ask of you guys. If you can, because this is the only thing that we've got an issue with right now. Oh, and before I get to it, Eric Stripe said, and I walked in right as that song played. Nice to see the mic again. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is so fun. Yes, as Brady said, I'm not gay, I'm bi. I'm buying with a guy, that's it. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so, the number one thing that the community's been tearing their hair out over is the latest video by Jack Torrance that basically answered my challenge. What you hear in the background, all of that beeping, seems to be Morse code. We checked it with actual Morse code. We thought about it clearly. We looked at the audio in a visual medium, and it all seems to check out as Morse code. Problem is, the Morse code is a mess. I can't even be nice about it. It's a mess. That Morse code is without spacing between the letters or digits that make up the code, so we can't even tell where the dots and dashes really end or begin to make the individual characters. We don't know where the spaces are to discern between words or sections of digits or characters. I did strike oil in one regard with somebody who noticed and has some experience with coding in a professional aspect, saying that it seemed to be an SOS featuring coordinates, but because it is kind of a giant mess, it's going to take them some time to make any sense of it. It seemed that the code was not made with an auto sort of Morse code translator like you would find online. That's what I was thinking they did. It's not. It's not as clear-cut as that, which might have been their intention. It seems that they used something to make the message themselves. But right now the thought about around the community is that we need to find the building in that latest video. It's a very distinct looking building. Problem is, that doesn't exactly help us when we don't even know the area that it's in. We'd be looking through a pretty big haystack. We've got an idea of where it might be based on everything else that I know right now, but it's gonna take some time to find it. If any of you think you can help, look at the building in the latest Jack Torrance video on their channel. Really study it. We need to find that building. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. We might not need it, but general feeling right now is that Jack Torrance wants us to find that building. So, if we can get that, that's going to be a win for us. We might not need it after tonight, but it's going to take getting there. And, Crimson Track said, hey, is it cool that I use you as inspiration for a mysterious entity in my horror tabletop RPG campaign? Absolutely, and I'm flattered, thank you. Lowe said, don't get yourself killed. Don't worry, I'm trying my best not to. I know exactly where I am. And how many guns there are. Crit Nuke said, also throwing some investigation funds in. Be safe, Nick. Thank you. Warlock said, pledged recently, figured I could find you further immediately. In non-Torrance news, have you been following the Heart and Mind situation? A little bit. Honestly, I'm a lot more impressed and enthralled by the recent developments with Daisy Brown. That was kinda crazy. I still need to actually sit down and watch the video, but from what I've heard, a lot of nutty things happened. Wake me up inside, said, please stay safe, that guy could be dangerous. Well, I know. But it's a creator. It's a creator. When we get down to it and we step quite seriously outside of the fun of the game and the story, it's a creator. They want to have a good time and put on a good show. And that's pretty much what we're here to help with. This is one of the very few times where there's been an update from a web series I've covered where I have literally no idea who's behind it. The fun thing about Night Vision is that after I've covered things, I've had creators reach out and say, I can't believe you covered my series, thank you so much. Hi, this is who I am. And then we keep in touch a little bit because it's amazing to see them. It's amazing to know them. The people behind Jack Torrance, they have never reached out to me. I have no idea who they are. But I do feel they are creators. They want to be creative. They want to tell their story. And you know what? If they issued an invitation to go ahead and engage with that and bring the community into the field for the full story effect, I jumped on the chance, and I'm willing to do that. Conqueror Worm said, if it helps any measure, ... that's dash is an SOS in Morse code. Heard it in an Iron Maiden track, like a Dorcas. Hey, no, that's not dorky. I'm cool with Maiden. And yeah, don't worry, I know. Somebody said that the Morse code was a little bit too off of that to be an exact SOS, but stream tonight, said Quinn Man, more like an early birthday present, or maybe not early if it goes as late as some tend to. Thanks, Nick. You are absolutely welcome. Welcome to Texas, the creature girl said. If you're going out, wear bug spray. There's been West Nile virus outbreaks, and wear reflective vests if you're near the woods. I've got the bug spray, don't worry. As for the vest, I will remember that if there's any deep woods we gotta go into. Here's $5 specifically for Binks, or for you, said Jason C., but preferably for Binks. You got it. Johnny Non-Gamer said, my first impression is that it looks like a farm building. My second impression is that it looks like a ghost town. There can't be that many, right? Without giving too much away about my progress in Texas so far, I can tell you that there are a lot more old, decrepit-looking, and abandoned-looking farm buildings and buildings in general around here than you would ever expect. When they say Austin is weird, it's weird in several aspects, but in terms of what we're talking about right now, it's weird because you have this entire modern area, and then if you go about 15 minutes outside of it, you can go into like what feels like real backwoods farmland of Texas, where you expect to find grizzled 50 to 60-year-old men with these gnarled hands smoking cigarettes in these old, like, burned out looking houses and their rusted metal and aluminum sheds. I've seen a lot of it already. So that's the problem with it. There's so much of it around here that we need to pin down almost an exact location or area for where the hell this building from the latest video is before we can truly find it. Gregory Lee said, if you die, I'll kill you. Oh, don't worry, you'll have to get in line for that. Spider said, don't have too much, still using email in your about? Thank you, Spider, and yes, I'm still using the email in my about section. And Marco said, okay, you're cool with Maiden, so you know that you need to have Fear of the Dark. That's my favorite song from Maiden, by the way. I have a flag poster of Fear of the Dark. Fluffification said, oh boy. How did I just miss that? It just appeared and then disappeared. There it is. Fluffixation said, stay hydrated, and will you be archiving the stream? Sure thing. It'll help get the news out about tonight's stream. Raziel said this is going to end up leading to nothing after all this hype, I swear. It better not. If I have the balls to come out here to Texas, then Jack Torrance better have the balls to play ball. I just said ball a lot, didn't I? Raptor Zephyr said, your videos are always a wonderful treat late night at work. We creatures of the night have to stick together. Looking forward to more mysteries. Here's some funs. Thank you. Momo Lang said, thank you for everything. Thank you. Matt Lebrecht dropped in $1. Thank you. And what is the current search zone? Can I post that? No, I can't. Because a lot of y'all have made it very clear that you live in the area. And I am not about to send any of you guys into potential danger. Even if it's just a case of you're walking around a location looking for anything that works and then you step on, say, a bear trap or something. That would be a guilty conscience for me. I do not want anybody going out there and, you know, stepping on bear traps or, say, getting abducted by cultists for real. So, let's not go ahead and do that. If Jack Torrance wants to take it in that direction where anybody who's interested who's in the area suddenly converges at one point, I guess that would be up for them. But right now, everything that comes through this phase of the game, I've got to do with me and whoever else I can rope in right now that I know is in on this little investigation in the field for help. But yeah, right now just gotta keep it down low. Game Noober said, I gotta get an autograph from you someday. Have safe travels while you're out there. Thank you. You could do that if you come to Furpocalypse in October. Just saying. Okay, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure that this live stream worked well and that the frames per second were not trash and the audio was still decent enough. I know some of you are still complaining about the audio while others are saying it's just fine. Again, all I can say is mess with your volume settings and put in a pair of headphones or earphones if you've got them. That might cure it. Kids 101 said, who would win in a fight, Remy or Stuart Little? I don't know. Lord of the Land Squid said, good luck with the biggest haystack in the U.S. Texas, best of luck and stay safe. Thank you. Adam said, okay, I know we all know it's an ARG, but what if it's an interesting way to lure victims? It could be legit for all you know. It could be using YouTube curiosity. Again, without giving something away, because if I gave this away, it would be terribly embarrassing for them. There is a way that I know for sure that this is just a bunch of creators who are having fun making something great. I can't tell you what it is, because it would embarrass the poor souls. But, if they ever actually want to get together and ask me how it was that I caught them on something embarrassing, I will let them know. It's so simple, too. Nicholas Ashworth said, has anybody told you that you were one crazy cat? Plenty of people. Not sure if I'll catch the real stream, so here's Muns just in case. Stay safe, Nick, with K's. Solar rays. Thank you. I will stay safe. And Jams the Kuma said, I can't believe this absolute madman, or shapeshifter, went all the way to Austin. Bet your ass, man. Raven said, what if I want to find bear traps? Go out looking for him, I guess. Just don't step on one. Okay. Alright, enough super chats, you wonderful, beautiful, generous people. Tune into the live stream later tonight. It's going to be anywhere between 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Texas time is what I'm thinking. And, again, if any of you think you can help, take a look at that latest Jack Torrance video. Study that building. If you think you've got it or have a solid lead for me, send it over. My email's open, my Twitter is open. Get the information to me. If we can find it, we need to. Alright. And, there's one last super chat that slipped in from Tabitha. Happy Friday the 13th. Stay spooky, my friend. You should stop at a Bucci's while you're down there. Beaver nuggets rock. Beaver nuggets. Huh. I'll have to take a look at that. And somebody just tossed in some pocket change. They said Jamie Lynn. Thank you, Jamie. Okay. Alright, guys. Meet me later tonight. Stay safe. If you are a Texan, please do not go out into the field looking for these things yourself. Let the semi-professional cat person go out there and risk his tail. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you all. Meet me later tonight. And again, if you think that you can find out what that building is in the latest Jack Torrance video with the Morse code, send me the lead. We're hunting now, baby. We're in the field. And yes, I will check out beaver nuggets. Okay, guys, see ya.